Scary, monster, 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 nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, how you doing? So this is all right. So this is for the month of gore. I said I might as well, you know. I said I wanted to do more videos where it's not just like a horror short. So I figured, you know what? I haven't seen an oddheader video in a while. And this is perfect because oddheader covers a lot of like creepy and scary and spooky and weird and odd and all that. Obviously, odd is definitely gonna be in there. His name's oddheader. Anyway, so this is 7 creepiest unsolved video games. Just video games, period, altogether. Not just like mysteries in video games, just the full video game. I don't know if that means we're gonna get spoilers. I assume we will. So hopefully it's enough for something I've already seen or I haven't played yet. Sorry, literally exact opposite of what I wanted to say. Anyway, so let's get to it. So this is for the month of gore. But considering this isn't fully a horror thing, I didn't turn all the lights out. Also, it's like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm by myself, and that ain't happening. So. No. Anyway, so let's get to it. The lighting is it's still dark enough. You know what I mean? It's dark. You know, it's still a little moody. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Sometimes you're playing a game so mysterious you think, I think I need a break.
What the fuck? Don't put that in there. Hey, yo. That's for Hot Pockets.
Factor.
Oh.
I'm a huge fan of Factor, having lived only on their meals for quite some time. That's because their meals are crazy delicious, and the biggest bonus for me is I can put one into the microwave for 2 minutes and every time have a super fresh, never frozen, chef-prepared meal instantly ready to eat, which is super convenient.
I just want to say this. I've seen some people skip. All right. I'm talking about Dark Side Phil. They skip, some people like Dark Side Phil skip the ad reads. If you're gonna react to somebody's thing, don't skip the ad read. Okay, just don't do it. All right, come on, at least just do that. You know, I get that reaction content is technically, you know, it's fair use because you're changing it in some fucking way. You know, obviously there's different levels of there's different levels of transformative. You know, like a Hassan. I don't know if he does it still, but his ass like putting a video on them walking away for 20 minutes and then coming back and with chicken nuggets going, what? What's going on in the video? That's not, but you know, I'm just saying, don't skip the ad. Just don't.
From intensely unsettling video games.
Oh, okay. Wait, especially when they're that quick.
No matter what you're into, there's something to enjoy.
I thought he just transitioned to the game.
Choose each week with lots of options like vegan, veggie, calorie smart, and keto. Skip the grocery store and prep.
I was on keto for a long time. I actually just went off it.
Or click the link below and use code oddheader50 to get 50% off your first Factor box
I'm still
and
on a
20%
diet,
off your next month of orders. That's code oddheader50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Guard 47. Thanks to Bradley for submitting this mystery through oddheader.com. Guard 47 is a mysterious game that doesn't have an official release, as it was instead found in the files of a mod for Friday Night Funkin' called Hit Single, which adds a bunch of cursed songs to Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh, is Petscop going to be here? That's not a real game, but that could be here.
With such hits as Darnell Wet Fart. If you extract these files and boot up the game,
what in the fuck did you say? All right, hold on. Let me turn the lighting was pretty good for a site here. Is that better? Hold on. Ooh. There you go. That might be good. Hold on. I'm just trying to get the lighting a little bit better because it looked good for that one shot, but it was because it was bright. You can skip ahead. Whatever. You can skip this. This ain't an ad read. Also, you probably already skipped ahead anyway, so I could say anything. If you skipped ahead, you have no dick. And if you're a woman, you got a loose, you know. All right. This ain't gonna work. Maybe I should just turn my thing on. Yeah, you know, whatever. No one cares.
On this dark, mysterious, forest-looking area collecting Sonic rings. Rather than playing as
Sonic.
You're what appears
Supersonic Racing!
You can barely control. Who kind of just moves around erratically all over the place. This should be fun. Making your way around the analog horror environment, you find that the game is full of strange characters and secrets, such as this cat who repeatedly yells "car" at you, and leads you to a hidden shrine full of pictures of you, which somehow sets them free. We also meet this knockoff version of Mario doing whatever this is, and the evil Shadow the Hedgehog is definitely not licensed by Sega. And as expected, at one point you turn into a giraffe. If you can handle the horror of unlocking all of these secrets by completing certain tasks in the game, you can unlock more songs for the hit single mod, including one by Car. A song featuring some sort of glitchy Mario. This song, Power of Pig, that features a pig oinking. And this song, the uploader describes as a tribute to the Sound Voltrix game series.
Voltrix, okay.
At this point, it's unclear if these songs are all that Garn47 is supposed to lead to, as it definitely seems like a lot of work and horrors to go through just to get extra content for a mod of a completely different game. Though we can only expect more unanswered questions from here, as the game is still being updated with new secrets and endings. But truly,
so it might be
how do we
solved.
get from Friday Night Funkin' to this?
I thought it was gonna be like
Offering. Thanks to G for submitting this mystery on the Oddheader Discord. Offering is an upcoming game that looks pretty suspicious, as the description on the Steam store just says.
Wait, what?
Offering. Thanks to
He said it's not out yet, right?
G for submitting this mystery on the Oddheader Discord. Offering is an upcoming game.
I swear to God, I just heard someone like bang on a wall or something. I live in an apartment complex. So, that might not be odd. It is, like I said, odd. Oddheader, by the way. Shout out to Oddheader. This image on the screen right now is not helping me.
That looks pretty suspicious, as the description on the Oddheader Discord. Offering is an upcoming game. Thanks to Shuji for submitting this mystery on the Oddheader Discord. Offering is an
I was trying to figure out if that noise was in the video.
Upcoming game that looks pretty suspicious, as the description on the Steam store just says, I didn't want to make the Offering app. Sorry, they control me.
Kesha?
Sorry,
Yo, Kesha made it?
The developer has claimed online that the game is supposed to help us, though it's not clear who us is.
I like the animation. Oh my God.
During sleep paralysis who they made a deal with, and that they cannot reveal the meaning of Offering. Adding, sometimes I was very scared for what I was doing. Sometimes it hurt. The trailer shows what is definitely a horror game with lots of unsettling imagery.
You better stay away from me, bro.
2023 shows a stick
Nemo
figure
want
walking
to
around an
entertain you.
environment filled with odd
Entertain you.
graffiti and strange creatures. However, the next update, a few months later, claimed the programmer disappeared.
I'm still waiting for him to send him some files. I think I've done a great job. Hopefully I'll come back to this and you'll be all playing down for April, March. And now that they take me to a madhouse.
Whoever is speaking now says the developer sent them some files.
I don't know why I read it myself if you read it.
Job. The developer
Wait, hold on. Ho. Sorry? Excuse me? I mean, to be fair, if your newspaper or newsletter thing is called Man News, that makes sense, but
sent them some files, and that they think they've done a great job. The developer Kesha White has two other unreleased games on the Steam store called God Please Help Me and Burn the Witch, which are both apparently horror roguelike games. Searching for Kesha White online, I can't find much, other than some accounts also posting cryptic information about the games, as well as the occasional post
I'm going to tell I'm sleep paralyzed. I'm sleep. You know what? I'm going to assume whoever's doing this is just like, I'm going to creep somebody out. Some fucking YouTuber's going to talk about this in the future, like, scariest unsolved, like, video game mysteries. And I guess he was right if he was thinking that.
Crazy or having sleep paralysis. However, I did manage to find two demos for the Offering on itch.io. One from 2014, that's $6.66. And one from 2008, that's $666. Obviously, I went...
8?
With the one that's $6. The demo appears to be a small vertical slice of the game. It managed to be more unhinged than I expected, with the game filled with lots of rants from the developer who seems to be on the verge of a mental break. Constantly referencing the development of the game in a rambling, jumbled mess. The game also...
Okay, I don't even know if I want to read that. I want to read it. Hello, my name is Nemo. I think you still don't understand why everything is leading to. It's too early yet, but there are consequences. The consequences are already here. For 6 years, we have been waiting for this to begin. Yes, it seems to me exactly 6. We waited even longer for work to end. Maybe everyone will be on the other side soon. All right, no, I'm not reading.
Great. Constantly referencing the development of the game is a rambling, jumbled mess. The game also comes with its own virtual operating system with an indecipherable, creepy AI character saying random nonsense. As apparently you're supposed to input codes into this field to jump to different scenes by solving coded riddles in the game. These disturbed riddles make absolutely no sense.
Today I'm kill 4 nasty children.
So a surprise to us.
What the fuck? What? Crashed 6 animals on my car, murdered 9 people just for fun, and torched 2 of them with my knife. A new knife. I think they missed 3 liters of blood. What coming out on his stomach. After all of that, I eat super meaty burger with 0 sugar cola. So you're supposed to take that, obviously, and like 9, 2, 3, whatever.
So a surprise.
Wait, he doesn't have 4 nasty children. He doesn't have the 4 capitalized. So I wonder.
I was surprised to have solved most of them by inputting the random numbers I saw, but eventually I got to a point I couldn't progress any further, but not before being barraged by a series of incredibly deranged sequences and some frankly impressive art.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's very good.
I found some people on Steam discussing the only known codes, one of which didn't work, and another that took me to an area I hadn't otherwise seen that just had a head that gave me this number, which didn't work at all, leading me to another dead
Maybe it's
end.
for a different... Oh, maybe it's for the $666 game.
Also unlock images in the virtual user interface as you progress, and honestly, I wish you didn't. What the f***? I guess the only other lead would be to check
This is actually really creepy.
out the 2008 demo and see if there's any clues there. But otherwise, it looks like we'll have to wait for the offering's official release to get any idea of what's going on here. But since it's apparently been in development for over a decade, who knows when that will be. Anyone willing to spend $600? Something.
Something.
LT
Something's in my
games for
ass.
spin this mystery through oddheader.com. Something released on Steam in 2021, not to be confused with the more recent Something game, which appears to be a complete waste of time. Something from 2021, however, is certainly something. In Something, you bounce around a sparse environment with scattered black.
I ask myself that same question every fucking day.
Floating random objects against a white background is some sort of A-shaped thing, which according to the game's description is supposed to be a cat in a parallel world called 1303.11, exploring its past
You put that code in the other game.
lives to reach the beginning of its journey by being born a cat again. Not that you would get any of that from actually playing
I'm about
the
to
game.
say, you shape like an Among Us character.
During the game, you get some pretty creepy music as you jump across an assortment of random objects like candlesticks and machine guns, which all have different physical properties in order to climb around the environment and collect 6 random objects, while being met with messages scattered along the walls that seem to represent what the player is likely thinking in that moment. After collecting the last object, some of which require exploiting the game's physics, nothing else seems to happen besides collecting all 6 of the game's achievements. In fact, the music randomly cuts off after a few minutes. And considering it only took me about 10 minutes to collect everything, the game feels unfinished, as if we're missing something. Which may be the case, as LTT Games discovered something they never expected to find in a game like this, despite it already being weird as hell, as by climbing to the edge of the environment, not only can you find indecipherable strings of random symbols, but you can also see a giant enlarged design.
I don't know about indecipherable, that's obviously a nat sign.
In the furthest left-hand corner of the game, so enlarged you can even see its pixels, and there's no possible way to see the whole image on screen at once. However, by knocking one of the floating objects with enough velocity into the direction of the strange design, and then trying to ride it, you can get a better look at the design, although still not enough to fit it all on screen at once. LTT Games managed to get a screenshot of the design from every possible angle they could, and when they pieced all the images together, they found it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that. It's gonna be some Satan shit.
It was the sigil of the back.
Fucking long legs fucking made this game.
Which is the official symbol of the Church of Satan. What the hell? That appears to be the last possible
You nailed it, bro.
thing that can be found in something.
What?
Which
Oh,
the
hell.
If something serves some other purpose than just being a confusing, unfinished game, or if it has some sort of connection to the Church of Satan. Well, we can definitely say there's something.
I'm sure someone put it in there. Was like, they're gonna figure this one out later, and they're gonna be like, "What? This is a Satan game? What the hell? I'll put this Satan game in my computer."
Up with something, but as far as what that something is,
all right, I'm not gonna lie. It triggered me that you didn't stand on the letters.
Well, we can definitely say there's something up with something.
Anybody else got triggered?
As far as what that something is, we pretty much
triggered. I'm triggered.
Heaven.
Oh, good. All right, this one won't have Satan and shit in it. Anyway, there's a big inverted cross. Oh, shit.
Law, i.e.
Son of a
Thanks to
bitch.
Volnips for
Oh,
submitting
this
this
actually
discovery
looks
through
kinda nice.
oddheader.com. Heaven No One Knows You is a
RPG
Japanese
maker.
adventure game made in RPG
Yeah,
Maker that was at one point available online in the 2000s, but still largely remains a mystery. Hardly anything is known about the developer, who goes by the name Tago and says the purpose of the game is to explore the psychology of memory loss. Volnips first heard of the game through a Spanish iceberg by Nicolas Lacuandero. The video briefly describes the game as being possibly related to 2 murders committed by a Japanese teenager back in 1997. In the case, called the Kobe murders, a 14-year-old confessed to killing 2 kids and assaulting others after first taunting police and the media with a series of notes claiming the crimes were all a game. Unfortunately, the name of the video game was translated incorrectly in the iceberg video, making Volnips' search for it difficult, but he was able to get the correct title from Pizza Man after sharing the video on the Creepy Gaming subreddit, who revealed the game was available
Heaven
on the
No One
Japanese
Knows You is
website
called?
Vector. Volnips found the game hard to run, as all Japanese RPG Maker 2000 games are, due to differences in the character encoding on Western Windows machines. Playing the game didn't answer any questions about the mystery, and most Volnips could find was a Japanese Yahoo Answers page where someone explained the game's fictional story has a character with a similar name to the real-life killer, with a number of similarities to the Kobe murders. Volnips also found an archived version of the developer Tago's website, which didn't provide any new information.
Vital
It did
signs
contain a
called?
novel Tago says is for those who haven't finished the game. Unfortunately, possibly due to Google Translate, this story doesn't provide a lot of answers either. Volnips also found
what does it say?
search the game on Google Images. You only get a couple of screenshots of the game, and these 3 images, which appeared on a site called ChibiCon that tries to be a comprehensive resource of free games. Although
that's kind of cool.
The images no longer appear to be hosted on that site. It also appears there's multiple Japanese blogs that mention the game's similarities to the Kobe murders, but that's as far as any extra research could get me. Unfortunately, us clueless Americans don't have enough knowledge to figure out how heaven actually relates to the Kobe murders. So if
hey, yo, you true crime, but for Japan, do it. Come on.
any Japanese viewers familiar with the game could give us a little more
And also,
insight. You might be saving
familiar
many
with
of
the
us a lot
murders,
of
too.
restless nights. Psychopomp. Thanks to C Chameleon for submitting
Psychonauts,
this
that's
mystery on
right.
the
It's
oddheader
fucked
Discord.
up.
Psychopomp is a 3D
I am not surprised to find out that I haven't heard any of these games before.
horror dungeon crawler released earlier this
That's
year for
actually
Windows.
terrifying.
In the game, the player
No.
takes on the role of a girl who appears to be
That art looks familiar. What does it remind? Oh, it reminds me. It's so weird. Why does it remind? There was like an old PSP commercial with a squirrel. I swear, guy has like the same art style. You look it up. PSP squirrel nut. Let me see it. Hold on. Let me see if I'm just remembering it wrong. Dude, I'm losing it. Holy shit. Is this... No, there's no way. No, it's just... No. There's no way it's the same person. Wait, can I show this? Hold on. Let me see. Am I losing it?
Hey! I can't! I'm playing nut! But this portable nut! What? Yeah!
Even has like the same eyes. I think it might just be a thing that some people do. Make characters look crazy, maybe. I don't know.
experiencing psychosis, where she believes everyone in the world has secret powers they're hiding from her. And to prove this, she creates a helmet called the machine that lets me read people's minds when I want to, otherwise known as Psychopomp. How she got the name Psychopomp from that is only the first mystery of the game, is by putting on the helmet, she can see a hidden world full of unsettling monsters and secret powers.
I like how she just made it. I'm gonna make this. Fuck you. Don't even ask, bro. You ask, you bitch.
Passageways underneath government buildings, and this world exists under a sky where we can see a twin version of the Earth that's been destroyed. Once we break into these buildings, all sorts of strange horrors
Is that a live action Hammer?
such as eyeball nurses who feed patients at the children's hospital to the rich to keep them alive
You just know she's thinking about meat. I got some fucking meat for you.
forever, and kids at the school who are melted down into silverware. However,
Fucking what?
It seems even more horrors have yet to be uncovered. In addition to the 3 main areas of the game, secret levels will also randomly appear on the level select screen. There's also a mysterious library area that players can gain access to after beating the game, where mysterious eyeballs watch them from the sky until they're teleported to a different area on the other Earth as another character. And the game's developer Fading Club has confirmed there's still mysteries in the game players haven't solved.
Oh,
However, before solving any of those mysteries,
there are no secrets now. I see everything within my domain. Oh, there's no secrets. All right. Well, I'm done with the game. Bye.
maybe we should check in on the developer first. The Game 2030. Thanks to Dude Dennis for submitting this mystery through the oddheader Discord. The Game 23 is a strange app that appeared on the Google Play Store at least as early as 2018, which seems to have since been removed. The store page didn't provide much information.
Bit outside this plane? That's okay. I do not have this app on my phone either. It's a game.
Information about the game, except the description. If you don't already know how to play the Game 23, you have no business trying to play the Game 23.
Oh, fuck
videos
you, then.
Of gameplay show the game opens with a mostly empty environment, with what looks like a giant golden apple on a checkerboard, as well as what appears to be something written on the apple, and some sort of small creature running in place beside it. Doesn't seem like there was much to do here, though the submitter says clicking on the apple on rare occasions spawned them inside this extremely trippy spherical environment, with what appears to be a black safe that you can't interact with. It's not clear what's going on here, though a possible explanation could be a connection to a mysterious alternate reality game of the same name that's also been a mystery.
The Game 24
for a decade. The Game 23 ARG first appeared on the internet in 2014 when the well-known experimental filmmaker Alejandro Jodorowsky.
What? Really? Wait, the Holy Mountain.
2014, when the well-known experimental filmmaker Alejandro Jodorowsky tweeted a link to a pastebin file saying this game will heal the world. Call the others and play it. Jodorowsky, known for film
Holy Mountain, he was gonna do Dune.
such as The Holy Mountain, which was the inspiration for the MGMT Time to Pretend video, and is maybe the most disturbing movie I've ever seen. And
it's very weird. I don't know. It's so weird to the point where it's just like, all right, you went for it. I wouldn't even say it was that disturbing.
Seen Tetsuo, the pastebin
file. Tetsuo's Iron Man. That's a fucked up one.
Appears to be a letter.
That was like kind of sad too.
To the staff of FRAC, an online publication for hackers. The letter talks about an article previously submitted to FRAC about Project Mayhem
My head is hard. Is that what I'm seeing?
2012, a mysterious project that was canceled when the Department of Homeland Security found out about it.
First rule of Project Mayhem is you not ask questions.
The writer of the letter goes on to say they've improved Project Mayhem 2012 by turning it into the Game 23, which they describe as a fictional ARG that takes place on a planet inside a computer simulation that creates reality as players access the hive mind. They also admit to programming an AI human hybrid life form that is highly contagious and will be born and infect the rest of the internet once an article is published. After a bunch of quotes from famous revolutionaries and creative thinkers, the letter contains a list of complicated instructions for joining the Game 23, which begins with announcing the game on Twitter and recruiting as many friends as possible to join the game across various online
I want to see the Jodorowsky fucking connection.
What follows is a long list of complicated instructions you probably have to be part of the hive mind to understand, but it all seems to be centered around spreading the Game 23 as widely as possible. It appears that no methods of spreading the Game 23 are off limits, as some ideas in the instructions seem to include hacking government websites or a flash mob in your local community, and commands that could...
Very similar activities, those two. Sorry, I have like a smudge on my glasses. I'm getting a little blur.
Cathedral should be built once the hive mind reaches the 10.8 million mark. But why 10.8 million?
Trying to think. What's so special about 108? Because those are only 3 numbers that are right here. There's 6 zeros, right? Right, because 10.8. Wait, is there? Yeah, because there'd be... So 6 zeros. It's the devil. I don't know.
Well, I can't find any reports of a Game 23 cathedral being constructed, but I have found reports of internet users trying to spread the ARG around that time, though they appear to have been more successful in annoying people than actually furthering the movement of the Game 23. Well, still no idea what's going on with this strange mobile game or the ARG, though I guess covering this on YouTube technically makes me a player of the Game 23 and another pawn in the Game 23's collective hive mind.
The Game 23, you lost.
The Jingle. Thanks to Johnny Brainworms for submitting this mystery to oddheader.com. The Jingle is a game I can't even begin to...
It kind of reminds me of, what's the game I'm thinking of? Pac-Man. No, it reminds me... Fuck, it has like this weird animation where people walk weird. Is it Humaniki, am I thinking of?
Explain, as it was discovered by some online when it was published in 2020, but no one has any idea what the hell it's supposed to mean, largely in part...
Wait, no, it is. This is, not Humaniki. What's the other game called? No, I think it's... Dude, this game is...
Discovered by some online...
Wait, what's it called? I'm sorry.
The Jingle.
The Jingle.
Thanks to Johnny Brainworms for submitting this mystery through oddhair.com. The Jingle is a game I can't even begin to explain.
What's the other one?
Discovered by some online
let's see if
published in 2020, but no one has any idea what the hell it's supposed to mean, largely in part to its disorienting visuals and lack of any coherent text. In fact, the game is barely playable, as Goblin on YouTube says they couldn't get the game running because some sound files were missing, but they eventually got it to run by replacing the missing files with placeholders. Goblin says the Jingle also opened random tabs on their computer while playing, so be careful if you want to check this one out. It appears to be an RPG.
Whoa, no, fuck that.
Style game where you play as some sort of nude demon-looking creature.
The old man is snoring. To interrupt his slumber would be to one man army killer all. Fucking what? Did I just have a stroke reading that? The old man is snoring. To interrupt his slumber would be to one man army killer. Fuck it.
Getting your party together.
Oh, it wasn't done, to be fair. Okay.
Even stranger looking bosses. The boss battles are hard to make sense of, as our attack options are infill, enlighten,
that's the developer right there for sure.
Those mean. And our ever so helpful inventory includes items such as looky here, upside officials, melting sad city, and take to the dead. Odd creatures around the environment ask you to release.
I mean, I kind of like the visuals. Yo, it's missing though from Pokemon. Let's go.
Box he's trapped in by reciting the digits and putting the killer back in his place, which is perhaps what we do when we fight this creepy pigtailed dude. And if getting through the game wasn't already difficult.
Hey, you don't know their gender.
Goblin found that the second half of the game was password protected. It took Goblin over 6 months to find the password hidden in the game after getting a score of 100 in a random minigame, which gave them an item to defeat the Jingle boss, who provided the password for the second half, which turned out to be a harder version of the first half. Unfortunately, Goblin was still unable to complete the game, as it was just 2 of the first half.
What did I just say?
Unfortunately, Goblin was still...
Roses, clovers, and the lying. Farting, sharding, we are dying.
Able to
what a beautiful poem.
Complete the game, as it was just too difficult, meaning as of this time, the Jingle appears to be a game no one has ever managed to complete, kind of like attacking Sagetta, except intentional this time. The developer appears to be a mystery, as the game credits list only an Alex Seaboard who I can't find anything else about. Strangely, the only other difference in the unlocked second half of the Jingle is that when you get a game over, you now get an image of the biggest terrorist attack in US history, with the word unfortunate. Well, best of luck to anyone who wants to be the first ever to complete the... Jingle. I'd rather not have to look at that image over and over. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And if you know of any other mysterious games that you'd like to see me cover, submit through oddhair.com.
I'm so like baffled boy. Oh, by the way, it shows 9/11 right there. Bye.
Discord,
what?
Me shout through Twitter or Reddit. And thanks again to
that was definitely
get the footage in this video. Feel free to subscribe to him down below as well. Shout out to Angel the Fox, Ash Photography, Bitwith27, Chad Biscuits, Eddie Talks,
Chad Biscuits,
Flex, Kieran Bolton, The Meatly, Phoenix157, Rackman22, Riley S, Robert Eisen, Brokat Mifula, Select, Subrock, and Terrence Stock for their Patreon support.
There you go, Hylix. That's the game. That's why I went there. Very interesting to notice that the Jingle seems to use a lot of graphics from the existing game Hylix and also uses characters from Killer 7 as character oh, who's that? Oh, that was okay. Very, very peculiar. Yeah, I was about to say, because that is Hylix. There you go. I said Yumaniki. That's another game I was fucking forced to play.
Stay tuned.
Alright, cool. Anyway, I don't want to play those games. Hylix or Yumaniki. Anyway, I didn't finish. I don't even think I finished Yumaniki. I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I like those type of games, but I don't like playing those type of games. I like the idea of them, and I like the overall everything about them, except actually playing them. It's just like, oh yeah, you're just being needlessly cryptic. And you're wasting my time. So anyway, that's 7 creepiest unsolved video games. I thought that was a good one. Actually, creepy. This thumbnail is fucking freaking me out too. But there you go. That's it. There was another banging. Someone was banging on something again. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like 5 minutes ago, I ignored it. But now I'm creeped out. Anyway, that's it. And I need to go get a drink too, because I'm out. So I have to go out there. No.